Is this thing on?
Oh shoot. What's up?
Is this thing on?
It
What
should be.
up?
You here? What's up?
What up? What up? And welcome to another week of Journey of a Jackass. Journey of a Jackass. Journey of a Jackass. And I am one of your co-hosts, Darin Shakur. And I am here with the wonderful, second-time author,
Oh God, cannot.
seductive, Miss S.L. Davis. Everybody gonna give it up.
Hey y'all, coming from my bedroom, the sick and shut in ministry.
Oh yeah. So the recovery is going kind of slow.
No, I was doing good. I was doing really well, and then I did something foolish and had a minor setback. So
You better not be trying to be nasty.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was trying to defecate, and I could not, and I busted stitch open.
Okay. Hey man, listen. Man, it's a natural part of life. So anyway, besides that, how are things going on your end? Besides you sitting in the bed looking all sick and shut in, how's everything
I
going?
know. I should even just do this. Make it official. Let's make it official. Yo, son. Yo, yeah. I mean, how that look okay?
Hell no.
No.
It's like you about to rob a convenience store.
Same difference. But no, all is well so far. I mean, I can't complain. As you just stated, I released my second book, and I'm excited to see how that turns out because it's a little
spicy like the first one.
It's spicy, but it's more, like I said, it touches on different topics as far as like sexual assault with males and things of that nature. So
yeah, I shared that story on here too. I was like, one time I was on duty and a dude was getting sexual assaulted and we didn't even know what to do. So I shared one of them stories on here before.
And that's like, so hard.
Yeah, man, dude had a knife to his throat, was going to work on it. So yeah, it happens more than people think. For sure. But it's good though. I know the storytelling gonna be amazing like the first book. The first book, I was like, oh, Sherelle's a pimp. Okay.
Boy, I swear y'all missed the whole doggone concept behind the story. Everybody was looking at the pimp part of it.
Hey man, that part stood out. I mean, the other stuff stood out. It did. The other stuff stood out. But when wanted to keep the bullet points, one of there was violence. I was like, okay, that shouldn't have happened. There was other crazy stuff going on that shouldn't have happened. But one of the key takeaways was how strong your pimp game was.
Right, Daya. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Because girls is players too.
I learned that reading your book.
Who? Daya. What else has been going on with you?
Man, nothing, man. Putting in work. I'm doing edits on these books right here.
Yeah.
There was one of the stories that stopped making sense to me. So I kind of like stopped and started rewriting it. Like I stopped halfway through, went back and read, and then I started rewriting it because a lot of shit stopped making sense. I was like, man, I started veering off into different shit. It started getting a little weird. It was crazy. Yeah, it was the one with the incest serial killer.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah, that one is that shit started getting a little crazy, man. Yeah, it started. I was like, man.
Stop?
Yeah, well, a lot of the stuff stopped making sense. So I know from my granddaddy's land promise, that one is gonna be good to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that one's gonna be good to go. And top tier toxicity is gonna be good to go.
Wow.
But what's the name? Yeah, man, that one. And then I had to rewrite, like, only reason the Tearful Joys, I was supposed to release that this year, but I had to push that back too, because I got sidetracked. You know, when you write, if you get sidetracked for too long and you go back and read what you was writing, it stopped making sense. And that's the book about the pimp serial killer. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
Yeah, so psychological thrillers, man. I found my niche with the writing. Like if you got the as I stand corrected, the twist of that one was just as bad as Betrayal of the Black Bastard. So
man, look.
I'm just saying. But other than that, man, everything is going good. You know what I'm saying? I'm preparing. I'm about to go on another trip here in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? I just be out on the water. You know what I'm saying? Kicking my
You
feet
love the
up.
water.
Man, I love me some cruising. I love me some cruising. I'm telling you, it's nothing like it to me. I just get out there, no responsibilities, man. Just get out there, and then everybody be out there. What happened on the boat, stay on the boat. So that shit right up my alley. Fucking right.
What's the best cruise you've been on?
All of them. Anytime when I'm a one man walking party.
Yeah,
I'm a one man
I
walking
get
party.
that.
So no matter what cruise line I'm on, as far as
Destinations.
um Carnival, Royal Caribbean, a lot of these go to the same places, right? A lot of them go to the same places. It's just the ships are different. Disney set the bar high for ships. I rode on one of Carnival's newest ships in October for my birthday, and it was I liked it. I liked the ship. It was like I mean, I didn't understand why they had so much stuff clustered together, but at certain parts. But the I love the Serenity deck, man. That's why I made a lot of the freaks at.
I'm done.
So, man, but other than that, yeah, everything going good, man. But since we talk about all this good positive stuff, you know what I'm saying? Besides you being still injured, story time with me.
Story time with Daya.
Hey, man, listen. So we got our author on here tonight, man. Larry Moon, phenomenal guy, great guy, man. Yeah, he brings energy to the spot for sure, right? So with that being said, we named this episode Outer Space Writing, right? Outer Space Writing. So in this story time, I'm gonna tell you how my life changed forever. The trajectory of my life changed. All right. So when I was young, elementary school, right? And you know how they used to write down on the sheet, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? Me, Daya. I want to be a racetrack. I want to be a race car driver. I want to be an astronaut. You know what I'm saying? And coincidentally, I said I wanted to do music, which is crazy because I did eventually want to checking that block, right? So I was like, yeah, man, I want to be an astronaut. I used to be at home playing, building little rocket ships around the house and acting like I'm flying to outer space and stuff like that. Because my dad, you know what I'm saying? He's like, there ain't no such thing as no nigga goddamn race car drivers. You better set your goals higher than that, blah, blah, blah. And what is this music shit? I'm like, so only astronaut, I guess. I'm like, his fucking dad just crushed my dreams. So I was like, okay, cool. So anyway, I was like, yeah, so every day I'm going to school, I'm getting good at math. I'm getting 100% on all my multiplication, my division, everything. I'm going home proud of it. They put it in the refrigerator. I'm like, I'm going to be an astronaut when I get older. I want to learn astrology. And then we started watching shows like Gulliver's Travel, and they showed all the constellations. I started learning about clouds and like meteorology, stuff like that. Like I just had a fixation on it. Like when the Power Rangers came out, that was my jam right there because it was like, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, look, oh my goodness, the dinosaurs are running through outer space. You know what I'm saying? So it was my thing, right? So that, the never ending story, stuff like that, outer space stuff. Like it was touching my soul. I was like, it is meant for me to be an astronaut. That was my trajectory. Good to go, right? Mm. So I call myself having fun, telling everybody, hanging outside, looking up at the stars. I even got like a little telescope. I say to one but a little telescope. Be out there looking at the telescope, couldn't see shit. But I was like, oh look, I'm looking up, and growing up in the city area, you know what I'm saying? You look up, and only thing you can see is the reflection of the street lights because it wasn't dark enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was dark enough. You look up there, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm seeing shit. I'm like, this is my jam. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be an astronaut, astrology, meteorology, something, but I'm gonna be in the skies. I think that's why I like jumping out of planes because that's the closest I'm gonna get to it. I jump out of planes all the time, so I think that's probably one of the closest things I'm gonna get to it, right? Uh-huh. So I'm like, especially like the 10,000 foot jumps. Get out there, fuck around, playing with people.
By yourself, Daya.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, this is where my trajectory changed, right? Mm-hmm. So my dad was at work. And me and my twin brothers, they younger than me. we called ourselves in. We was in the basement. Called ourselves making us a little spaceship. We put some crates on like a little board, right? We put some crates on a little board, and we put the board on top of some paint cans. So we put the boards on top of the paint cans, and we ride around the basement. They push me, and we ride around the basement until we fall off of the paint cans, right? So I did it with the twins. They did it with me. Did it with the twins. They did it with me. Boom. Then they pushed me off one last time, and both of the lids off the paint cans came off and spilled all over the floor. All over the motherfucking floor. When I say it spilled all over the floor, the cans empty out all over the floor. Like, we tried cleaning it up. We tried doing everything we could. We put towels down. We got all the napkins and stuff out the kitchen. We got dish rags. We got everything, right? So my mom was asleep. Dad wasn't home. So we just like, man, we was scared. We didn't know what to do. So guess what we do? When we scared, we go get in the bed and we pretend like we sleep, like we don't know what the fuck happened, right?
Right.
I heard the twin go get some water, and then I heard my mom yell. This is where it get crazy, right? So I heard my mom yell, "What happened down here? Blah, blah, blah. Get y'all ass down." So we still laying in there sleep. Pretending we sleep, right? I was in there laying asleep, eyes holding your eyes shut. You know, holding your eyes shut. My mom came in the room and two pieces. Boom, boom. I started seeing stars. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God. I started seeing stars, right? I thought it was over with. I started seeing stars. She grabbed me by my shirt, grabbed one of the twins, pushed us down, says, y'all better clean this shit up before your dad get home, blah, blah, blah. So we cleaned up as much as we could. Mop head, soaked red. Towels and everything soaked red, right? My first time ever being hit so hard, I saw stars. I was like, okay, cool. So I did like this. So I said, okay, we got cleaned up as much as we could. My dad came home. My mom ain't said nothing to him about it. He went down in the basement to get something. He went to the kitchen. He was like, hey, what happened down here? Blah, blah, blah. And we, at this point, nigga, we sleep. Pops walked in the room. He said, I guess my mom told her what happened because we told her what happened. He's like, oh, you want to be an astronaut? Don't worry about it. We about to find out. Perfect. Pow, grab the belt. Pow, 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 blacked out. Start seeing stars, blacked out. Open my eyes, and I seen him whoop one of the twins. After I seen them stars that last time when he whooped my ass, that was the last time I ever wanted to see stars. And that's why the trajectory of my life changed. I was like, I got to find something better to do if it's this painful to see fucking stars. And that's story time with me.
Oh my God.
I was like, I got to find something else to do. If it's this painful to see stars, you want me to exercise my brain, but you're beating it at the same time. I was like, fuck this. This is over with. I don't want to see the stars no more. No more stars.
Right.
Yeah, no more stars. No more than that. Little did I know, they was only setting me up for a life of seeing stars. All the motherfucking times, motherfucking 3-piece me out of seeing stars and motherfucking being knocked out on my feet, like all sorts of shit. So
you live the life now. That you definitely do.
Yeah, I lived life. I remember, man, this Alaska dude hit me so hard, man. I was looking at this guy like, you know how you be reaching for shit? I was reaching for shit and I couldn't see nothing. Only thing I see was like the stars. I was like, fuck, this is why I want to be an astronaut. But that's story time with me.
Story time with Darin, Lord.
Hey, see, it wasn't about sex this week. I could have talked about sleeping with superstars. Could have.
I'm glad you didn't die. I mean,
I chose.
Give us a break, please.
Yes, you know, I got a lifetime of those stories to tell.
Well, you know what? You can tell that to your homeboys.
So anyway, listen, tonight we got a great, phenomenal show, right? All around great guy. We have another author that's joining us tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, author Larry Moon, man. Like this dude, you know, I met him out here grinding like I be grinding. He be out here doing the events, shaking people's hands, kissing babies, putting books in people's waves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Larry Moon, man, he be out here, he be getting after it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He's a go-getter. Yeah.
he's a go-getter, man. He ain't gonna sit around and let it pass him by. He put in the work. He want to make sure that people know that he put in the work.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was looking at his bio and stuff like that. And I realized he's done a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we got the honor of talking to him tonight. So without further ado, you want to get him on? Let's go and get him on.
Go ahead and get him. I mean, hey,
Yeah, man,
come on, Larry. Come
on, Larry.
Y'all ready? Y'all hear my theme music?
Yeah.
Y'all hear my theme music?
Yeah, I hear it.
Tell me what you think about me, how you feel about me. Tell me that you can't live your whole life without me. When you don't have to worry because I got your back. If it's bad, there's no need to hurry because we got all night, baby. Gently, mold me, tempt me. You fill my tank up when it was cold and empty. In the midst of you was always there. You often tell me you love me, plus you show me you cared. When I was cold Decembers, you surrender when I enter. And we team up. You play so many different positions from the bedroom to the kitchen. You're completely focused. Boots under the bed. Don't know where your coat went. Then we switch up as the night begins. You often pretend you don't know your knees have been. Hey, you got that look that I need to feel better. When it's cold, I hug you like a sweater or a chinchilla. Run through your junk like a gov gorilla. That bra fine, but my chick killer. Kissing, poking, slowly stroking, licking all the way down till I get to your toe ring. This is the grind above diamond rings and token. This is the kind of love that bed screens get broken. Look, sometimes we argue, sometimes we fuss, but the battle's won when in the bed once both of us fuss. I can't lie, my focus broken with lust. No matter how hard I try, I just can't get enough, cause you got that look that I need to know better. When it's cold, I hug you like a sweater or a chinchilla. Run through your leather like a gov gorilla. That bra fine, but my chick killer.
Yeah.
Listen, we might as well go ahead and stop the show. It's over.
It's over with now. Come on.
You done killed it. You murked that.
Now listen. Welcome to the show, Mr. Larry Moon. And that was a first. We didn't have rappers on here and everything. That was a first.
Come and rap the intro.
Come on. My man Larry Moon.
What Larry Moon just did was gave us a damn story time because I heard the whole storyline through that rap.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
You got it.
Yeah, man. Listen,
he did that. Now
he did. High five for that. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that we cut that piece down. I'm like, oh yeah, welcome to the show. Look who just set the bar, Larry goddamn Moon. You know what I'm saying? Man, so Larry, man, tell the people who you are besides the freestyle king.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for having me. I am a born and raised Washingtonian. I was born and raised in Washingtonia. I am an author, right? I'm a published author. I've written 4 books, and I am the program director for the Hope Foundation, right? That's some work that I do, giving back to my community. I'm really entrenched and engulfed in that. I do work in the confines of the Department of Corrections. We also do virtual groups. We individuals who are coming home from prison, making the transition, try to help them in the system with resources. I'm on the Commission for Reentry and Return to Citizens Affairs. And so what we do, we advise the mayor. We advise the mayor and the council members. We identify changes that need to be made, different resources, and we bring it to their attention in the hopes of them,
The mayor who? Mayor Bowser?
Mayor Bowser, yes.
Is she listening? Is she listening to y'all?
Yes, man. Well, one of the things that we were able to do was we were able to pass the restorative vote. So we implemented the restorative vote, and Robert White presented it. It got passed. So that means that any DC resident, no matter where you at in the country, you can vote. You have a voice and you can vote.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say, because Mayor Bowser ain't listening to nobody. So if y'all got the time and she listen to y'all niggas doing something.
Yeah. And so but the thing is this though. So one of the things is that we kind of have the autonomy where we're not like just reporting and they give us the go ahead. We come up with different ideas and stuff, and we have events. One of the events that we had was the resume clinic, where we had individuals come that was just coming home that didn't have resumes, had resumes that needed to be touched up, and we invited some different people from different establishment, Giant, Safeway, and different establishment, and they did on-site interviews with these individuals.
And that is a great thing. I'm glad that y'all doing that. You know why? Because there are a lot of people out here that are hiring felons. So a lot of fellas come home and say, man, I can't find no work, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they don't have programs like this. There are a lot of places out there hiring felons. They like, man, listen, especially the way the job market is set up right now, there's more of a demand in the workplace than there are actually workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. Look at Larry. Yeah. Come on, Larry.
So one of the other things that I'm very, very, very proud of, I'm formerly incarcerated. I never had a paid lawyer. I always had a public defender. So I'm the first former client to serve on the board of directors. This is actually my second term on the board of directors for public defender services. And we're just behind the scenes, approving things just like any other board, and so this is actually my second term on the commission as well. So both of those terms will expire in about 6 months. So I have the opportunity to be on there. Now, my professional, what I call my professional career is in transportation. So I went from a CDL driver and got promoted 2 times, and to contract manager to contract director. I do a lot of the training, overseeing operations, and just assist with overall the growth and establishment of the company, right? The company called Charge for Hire.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, Charge for Hire. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Charge for Hire. I still have your car for Charge for Hire.
Yeah. I've been with them for 12 years.
Yeah, I still got it. That's right. I forgot. I wanted to do a party bus and to New York City, and I looked at your car and said, I need to call or shoot Larry a text. Literally, I have your car right here.
Yep.
Fucking up. God damn it. Man, but you know what though, Larry, this is a good news story. Like I said, because even when I was younger, I was in the streets getting in trouble and stuff like that. So my bounce back was major. Nobody would have ever thought that I would did all the time in the military, would start writing books, doing stuff like this, music, stuff like that, found different ways to outlet, right? So what was your motivation for? Was it you being incarcerated?
So I always, from a young age, I always had the desire to aspire to really, put my best foot forward. When the drug abuse came into play, then that killed all my dreams. But I always had those dreams. When I was young, I used to play the alto saxophone. I used to play football, and I didn't care who came to support. I was there. I did the best that I can do. I was always, trying to be a leader. And I was following those people who were leading in a certain direction in the beginning when I was younger. And then at some point, I started following those individuals on the street life that was making money, because that's what I aspired to do. And then I ended up going out of space like you went. I smoked some Love Boat. Right?
Hey, man, listen.
And I went out of space.
And one of my partners right now, still in his 40s right now, just wrecked this motherfucking truck the other day smoking that shit. I'm like, dog. Yeah. I was like, niggas always still smoking that shit?
Yeah.
Smoke. Okay, so please fill me in. What is Love Boat? Am I missing something? Is that weed or is
it's PCP? It's phencyclidine, PCP.
Yeah.
And so
because I don't know.
And so back in the 80s, a lot of people, were smoking. It went from weed to Love Boat, and then some people like me thought it was a bright idea to lay some crack on some PCP.
I'm gonna say, or people used to lace their weed with dust and then dip it in the PCP and put the PCP and hit it, hit the water, smoking dippers.
That's called a ball game, right?
Yeah, a whole different ball game, man.
And so just to back up, so at that time too, also because I was so young, I started doing that at a young age, but I was selling it too. So it was easy access, right? Yep. But at a young age,
your own supply, right?
There you go. Yep. At a young age, I had a love for driving, right? I had a love for cars. So this guy taught me how to steal cars. So I was young, I was stealing cars. Mm-hmm. I had PCP on me and in me. I was making some money, but I was in and out of juvenile institutions. Then I ended up going into adult institutions. Right. Yeah. And, eventually it just took its toll on me spiritually. And I just, the part where my mother didn't raise me like that. Right. All the things that I aspire to do as an individual who really wants more. started to supersede that person that I had become.
Yeah. Well, you know what though, and then I learned with me growing up in the DC area during that time too. I grew up in Landover when it was Landover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was survival. Like we wasn't out there just selling dope for no reason or doing the dope for no reason. Yeah. Like that shit was survival. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. Look at
I brought something back with me too, y'all. I brought something back from outer space.
That's all right, Larry. Now listen.
Flip phone.
The flip phone.
I was gonna ask you, Larry, if you still into you know anybody who steal cars and stuff. I'm gonna leave my garage up.
Oh no.
That's between me, you, and the rest of the world. I'm gonna leave my garage up.
Hey, they done found the easier way, baby. They just take them from you. They call them you know what I found out? What? They call them free cars. They say, "Hey, I'm going to get a free car," and that's what the lingo is. And
when they come back it up and pull it out,
just happen to be wherever a person at that time, it's free to them. That's they say it's a free.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just let them know I leave the garage up. Okay?
Hey man, shit. Listen, I'm sitting here thinking about it now. And then I remember selling dope to fiends and shit, and they would give us the keys to their cars. And then they never signed the titles over. As soon as they come down their house, they report them bitches stolen. Report them bitches stolen.
Yeah. Hey, look. And then the next time they see you, ask you, can they get a tick to pay that? Sherelle, if you don't know what a tick is, that means give me yours and I'll pay you later. After they done reported you to the police, said you stole their car, after you even gave them some product for their car, they came down, they reported it, and then when they saw you, they said, "Man, give me something to pay that." Like it never happened.
What?
Yeah, man.
Listen, see, I'm green in a lot of those areas. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I grew up in Florida, so I'm gonna tell you that I grew up in West Palm Beach, and I moved to South Carolina when I was like 10. But before that, so something similar to you all, although you all were up north, we were down south. So my classmates and people that were in elementary were selling crack. You know what I'm saying? 6th grade, they were selling crack. And you know, people would say 6th grade. Yeah, those kids didn't come to school. They were out there trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a young age to have that mindset. Like you're not thinking about going outside and playing, getting on your Atari or nothing like that. You're thinking about how I'm gonna make the next move because my mama on crack, my daddy on crack. You know what I'm saying? I gotta survive and feed my sister. Now I'm living with my grandma. It was just a lot of stuff going down in Palm Beach County. So I sort of understand where y'all coming from, but you know, when I turned 10, we were snatched up and brought into the church.
Okay, y'all had Jerry curls back then too. I went
down there. Listen, don't do that. Baby, I had one. I had a pretty curl, baby. Listen, don't do that. And then you do this right here. Look, y'all do this. You lay your head back, and then all the juice be on the counter. Yes, we got it. Yes, that was me. You had one too. You look like you had Jerry curl, Larry.
My father wouldn't let me get. He got one.
You ain't get one?
I said, "Nah." My father. I wanted one bad. My father said, "Nah." No, he got one though.
My dad, Larry, you selling drugs? You can't get no Jerry curl.
No. Well, at that time, by the time I started doing that, Jerry curl was fading out. By that time.
Yeah, it was like
for the guys. The women were still doing it, but the guys it started fading out.
It was cornrows, plaits, fades, Caesars, bush temps.
We know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah, bush temps. The bush temp, the temper fades. You know what I'm saying?
Bush temp.
Yeah. You get your little bush, get that joint, get that little, you know what I'm saying?
Different name. Yeah. Different name. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Lord, man, this is very, very impressive, man. Look, so how was your journey getting to where you are now?
Yes.
With the inmates in the correctional system in the city? Like how was the journey to that?
Woo, that's a good question. It was rough at times, and it was exciting at times, right? Mm-hmm. And it was exciting as long as I was getting away with it. It was rough when I got caught, but the anticipation of even once I got caught, getting back out, picking up where I left off at, because whenever I got arrested, it wasn't planned. I didn't plan on serving the undercover or getting locked up. I was planning on going home, counting my money, getting some more. So whenever I got arrested, only thing was on my mind part of the whole time I was incarcerated was getting back out, getting some of the money that the people owed me and picking up from there. So that was the excitement. After a while, though, it wasn't exciting no more. It was like, man, all of these years are passing, you're throwing your life away. And then eventually getting out of prison, not going straight back to selling the drugs, getting a job.
Yeah, reforming, right.
Having having some things rekindled with some of my values and my aspirations, right, started to be reawoken. And it was then it started to be a battle. You know, it started to be a war. The old me with the person that I really wanted to be.
Yeah.
So I did about 10 years of that struggle, right? And eventually the person that I wanted to be won. But prior to that, this is the event that really woke me up. While I was incarcerated, at first when I get incarcerated, I stop everything. I program, I do trades and do what it is that I feel like I need to do so that I can go home and be productive. At some point, incarceration didn't stop me from commencing with criminal activity. So
because the niggas still be active in it.
And that's what it was. And so I had my mom, so to the fact where I had my mom bringing drugs into the prison to me, right? And risking her freedom, and then when I went out, because it was so sweet, I really thought it was foolproof. I had a few guys who I was calling homies that I decided to bring some drugs to, and I got arrested. Imagine coming from the streets, free as a bird, going into a place of rehabilitation, supposedly, right? Of correction. Let me say correction.
A correctional facility, yeah.
That's it. And then I get arrested. And so that was one, and the judge said something to me, it didn't resonate until a few years later. And he said, I can't wrap my mind around this. You're in society. You just came home from prison. You come back to a prison to smuggle some drugs in a prison?
That's crazy. That's wild. Hey, look, Larry, look. You know what's crazy though? You know what I be saying? I'm like, niggas to be wanting to go to jail back like that. I'm like, nigga, your soulmate must be in there. Why you keep wanting to go back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Larry, is that what started your love for writing? Where did that come about?
So my love for writing started at about the age of 11. Right. Okay. I used to write horror stories. It was just something about horror stories because back then, they had different horror stories. And I just wanted to create horror stories. So that's when it was birthed. And then I didn't really write much. I just started writing poems. I would write poems a lot. And then like 20 years later, I had the story writing in me. I had the storytelling in me. And I picked up the pen and I started to create this story based off of a statement somebody made, and people were just so fascinated with Lawton stories, right? People in the feds, it was just so, because we started going to federal institutions, DC inmates, they were getting sent to federal institutions, and people were so fascinated with Lawton stories. So I started to create a story. And
Lawton, the inmates took over Lawton. Yeah. The inmates ran Lawton. They had to shut that motherfucker down and send everybody away somewhere.
Yeah.
The inmates ran Lawton.
Yeah.
What is a prison there?
Yeah, in Lawton. Yeah, it's gone now. It's gone now. They shut that bitch down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, the inmates ran that motherfucker. Like for real. Yeah. So yeah, man. It's a little piece of DC history you learned. The DMV history you learned.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
and so look, but the thing is this though, right? A lot of people hear these different stories about Lawton. Babies were made in Lawton. There were correctional officers that was taking money. They was taking bribes. They had what's called Fair Day, right? And a lot of that stuff I implemented in Drama City. I just created a fictional story. And it's, a lot of that stuff that was actually happening, I implemented because I knew how it went. I knew how it went when you came off of a visit, when you were smuggling drugs, right? And then I also connected a mindset with it. Because in the name of the book is called Drama City, and the drama is here, right? And I just put a spin on it, a devious love story, because I created a story with a correctional officer that was struggling with her husband, right? This inmate guy started to really finagle her, right? And then went to society, and there was a whole twist to the story because there was a female that he was dealing with in the streets, and he betrayed her after she betrayed him. And so the mindset was holding history, because there's certain streets that's familiar to people that know the area, that's reading it. There's certain things that will happen that will rouse your familiarity, right? And then there's messages in there with the characters. And I always, I say that it's like reading a movie, right?
Yeah.
I kind of walk through, with the characters and stuff. And so
that's crazy, because I did the same thing with the grand scheme of life. The grand scheme of life, Fahim went to jail, and when he went to jail, a female he met through the pimp out program, she stopped visiting him. They get together, whatever case may be, and he gets out and goes back to his baby mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
So is that where because you have, of course, you have the revenge of it as well. So is that like the second part? It seemed like
that's right. So what happened was, with the revenge, what I did was, because there were a lot of different things going on. There was a lot of twists and just different characters, and there were some things that came out. And I wanted to make a connection with trauma. Like, we got secrets and stuff like that. And so a lot of secrets and different trauma came out in too. And I wanted to highlight that, because a lot of people, just like back then, if somebody did something to you, even now, but talking about the book and the time setting, people want revenge. It was all about get back. And the way that I constructed it was, even though you may seek revenge, you may never get the way that you think you're going to get it.
Yeah. Sometimes it turns. Yeah. Sometimes it backfires.
Well, but somewhat, because back then it was a whole lot easier to get some get back.
That's right.
It was a whole lot easier to get back then.
That's right. That's right. But sometimes, though, too, you might get back because people were connected with people that had family members and stuff that you probably didn't know. You may have somebody that's notorious connected to somebody that you kill or do something to, not even knowing that that's their people, and then you get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See,
so
that's wicked. That's wicked.
So do you think get back was easier then than it is now, with us having technology and all of that stuff now?
That's a good question. I think it's probably easier now.
I think it's easier now.
I think only because of technology. I think because now, but let me say this though too. I think it varies. I think it varies. Diane,
I think so. Right? I think it is easier. Why do you say no?
And let me say this too though.
Well, go ahead.
Let me say this too though. Sometimes you have people from Southeast. Let me just give you an example, right? Sometimes you have people from Southeast. That's it. They didn't go uptown. They stayed in Southeast.
That's all they know.
If they happen to catch you, then okay. Now somebody can pull up on you in the Uber.
You be on Facebook Live and they be done shot you right in the head, right?
Or somebody could get your location while you're on Instagram, right? It's you know what I'm saying?
Easier.
And the value, people do not value life the way back then. You might get a good fight back then. They take now. I know in the crack era it was a little different.
I was about to say, but I was about to say.
Let me say it like this. It's not like now though. If you look at the crack era, right, a lot of that stuff, it was about turf and drugs. Now it could be the smallest argument. It could be somebody's even though you have it back then too, but now guns are so accessible, right? You could put them together. You could take them apart. Back then, you had people that had guns, but they didn't have ghost guns. You ain't had them extended clips. Back then, certain people had it back then. Everybody didn't have extended clips. It wasn't just like going in the store and getting a lollipop. Not back then.
True. Now,
you had certain people that had it. Everybody
had Uzis, had Tech Nines, sawed-off pumps, all that stuff. Like these were household items in my neighborhood.
But you had certain people that had them though.
Yeah, true.
And listen, people were more fearful of the police back then. They wasn't just coming out in broad daylight like as much as they are now. It's right now it's on site. It's anytime, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they would try to come up with a strategic plan because they wanted to get away.
Yeah, and there's more respect now. Like the youngest don't respect their elders no more. They don't respect. There was a code, blah blah blah. Like, hey man, just don't do this. This is you cross that line, it was up. You know what I'm saying? But only reason I'm saying it's easier now is because we didn't have the technology. We didn't have to. Wasn't talking no cell phones or doing no texting. We was linking up in places and we was going to ride.
So you said you feel like it's easier then than now?
Yes, I do. Like if like literally, I'm like, hey man, I'll be sitting in front of my house on the stoop, and then I'll call a couple of my partners hit me up like, hey man, so and so and them down the street, let's go whoop their ass real quick. We hop in the car, we gonna handle business, and then we'll bring our ass right back up the road. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There wasn't no cell phones being tracked. There wasn't no text messages. There wasn't no phone calls on no cell. There wasn't none of that. Pull up, hop in, and let's go.
But now, Darin, now that we have technology, they ain't finna call you. You know what I'm saying? If you on Facebook Live, they got your location. They know everything they need to know about where you at.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, let me correct it. The method of revenge is different now than then.
Okay, I'll say that's better. Yeah, that's a better way of saying it.
Because you're right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something though. Even back then, when you have some conversations with some people, if one person say, nah, man, you know that's such and such cousin or that's such and such brother, that may change the trajectory of it. You say that shit now. Matter of fact, they ain't gonna have that conversation now.
Yeah.
They don't let that slide. They don't give a fuck if you do.
They glad it's your cousins.
Who grandmother out there, like they don't care. Like you know.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Your next of kin can get it too.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
They came to the cemetery after the little girl got shot. They came to the cemetery.
I remember.
In the cemetery in broad daylight.
I remember that.
That's happened several times where the revenge will be right there at the cemetery or in the church. Yeah. You know, we know everybody gonna be at the church. Why not do it here? Yeah, it's crazy.
And also the mindset too, right? It's like they just spraying, like it don't matter if whoever's in that vicinity, their mindset think they shooting at that one person, but they're shooting. The reality says you're just shooting. You know,
because they really can't shoot. You know, and a long time ago we didn't do that. It's like you pretty much knew, oh, that type of crime belonged to a certain group. You know what I'm saying? Like white people, did that spray and stuff. Us, we had a target. Now they just everybody gone. Yeah. Everybody is gone. So let me ask you something. Which one of your books, like out of the books that you've written, resonates more with who you are as a person? Who Larry Moon is?
I would say story-wise, Drama City. And
Damn Drama City.
Huh?
Damn Drama City. Some good memories in that, ain't
it? Drama City was the one. I think creatively, I would say Drama City, and it's a split between Drama City and The Ties That Bind.
The Ties That Bind.
Yeah. I don't even, I did a whole different story. This started out as it's talking about domestic abuse. It's talking about, trauma between dad and son, right? It has different I guess, twists to it, highlighting different individuals. And one of the things that was very prevalent in it is that you have these three individuals who's plotting on the main character, which is one of the people that they plotting with is his dad, which is a radio personality, right? And they're plotting on him, and he ended up talking to the girl, and she tried to bribe him, right? He's a radio personality, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of goes sideways, and so that's just one of the twists. But as I was writing it, I remember as I was writing it, I really wanted it to be different. I didn't want to be put in a box.
Yes.
Right. And that's how I know that's how you write. Like I really just didn't want to. I really had to expand what I was doing. And one of the things that I really pride myself on is like changing the stigma on urban fiction. I just need to get you in the book, right? And I'm just want to change the stigma on urban fiction.
And that's where I reel everybody in with Betrayal of the Black Bastard. I'm like, the first chapter is one page. That is 1 page long. And then I'm like this. Now, like this book is about a 9-year-old black boy that was abducted for human trafficking, but makes it back. And the stuff he went through while he was abducted, like it's coming back to haunt him as an adult.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a different way of thinking. And then I start the book out putting human trafficking statistics in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's a psychological thriller, but it gives a different twist because it's really going on in our community. It's something that nobody's writing about or talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these kids don't be making it back.
There you go. Yeah.
So I was like, what made me write that is that I was on the way to Massanutten to the ski resort, and I stopped at a Walmart, and then I was at and I seen on the wall all the missing kids and stuff like that. I said, man, I'm writing a story about a kid that made it back.
I like that.
Yep. I like shit, and that's what I did.
I like
you
that.
ain't lying. Back then, we used to see a lot of that. You go in the store, even on the milk cartons, you find the kids, plastered on the milk carton. You never find out what happened to them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Epstein Island, baby. Epstein Island.
Mm-hmm.
Down there, you know what I'm saying? They using them for human sacrifices and blood sacrifices, man, for their money.
Yeah. Wow.
That is crazy.
Hey, man, listen. But yeah, man. Hey, look, man, I didn't know you was doing all that stuff with the city and everything, man. I am really, really proud of you, man. I thought you just out here working and hustling just like me. You out here driving buses and helping out convicts, man.
Yeah.
Listen, he kissing babies and shaking hands.
I said, look. Yep.
One of the things that I was told from the judge told me that I'll never be able to go into a prison unless I was handcuffed. That's breaking public trust. Right?
Yeah.
You'll never go into a prison unless you handcuffed. That's what he, pretty much said. And God said, that's not my plan.
Yeah.
That's what I got for you. Right. And so this past Tuesday, the 13th, I celebrated 16 years clean. Right. I've been clean for 16 years.
Congratulations.
Man, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Man, that's extra dope, man. For real.
Yeah.
I feel like I lived 3 lifetimes. Man, I'm telling you, when I look back on them years and, 14, 15, just my mindset and surviving that era that we just got finished talking about, like really survive. And I'm talking about being in Eastgate, the center of it, high crime area, high drug area. And I thought I was invincible because everybody that I knew was there.
Hey, listen, and then you had Eastgate right here. You had the wall. Then on the other side, you had Langston.
Yeah.
So if it was one thing that you could tell, Lil Larry, when you were a child, what would it be like? What would that one thing, be for you to say, hey, I would have done this different, or I would have, or hey, Lil Larry, you don't have to do this, or what would it have been for you?
That's what they used to call me, by the way.
Hey, Lil Larry.
But that name was attached to
probably Pain.
Who didn't go for nothing. Like who really, the older guys would say Lil Larry. Like if they wanted me to fight somebody or beat somebody, we go
get Lil Larry.
So it was attached to that. And also because of where I was coming from, we was living on 16th and D Street. That was considered Capitol Hill. We were going to Eastgate, the projects, to my grandmom's house. My dad was in the picture at the time, so he was buying me all the clothes that I wanted. So that's what they saw. Lil Larry got it going on. So they, that's how that was the stigma attached to it. However, when I look back, and there's some things that I would have told myself, I would have continued to play football. And once I went, when we moved to Eastgate, we got evicted. My father was shooting heroin. We got behind the rent. We moved to Eastgate. I was still I went to Fletcher Johnson and I got in the band.
You know what's crazy that you talk about Eastgate? I probably can name some people. I probably can name some people around there that you know from that time period.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, I can name some people around there that you know. Eastgate, all up in that area. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, I guarantee I know some people around there that you know. I guarantee it.
So when we moved there, I was playing in the band. I went in the band. I was advanced. That they didn't even have all the instruments. They were teaching the notes, and I was assisting the teacher with teaching the notes. And she was like, "Man, trying to get me a saxophone. You're so advanced." And I was really trying to hold on to my passion, right? And I remember like it was yesterday. With each passing day, all of those new clothes that I had, everybody started seeing them. They started playing itself out, and I needed a plan. I saw people getting, we called it joned on, where somebody talk about you, right? Yeah. And I said, my turn coming. I need to do something. One of my friends that I grew up with, he started selling weed, and he was making a little money and buying clothes and stuff like that. And I was like, man, what you doing? And it didn't even matter. I needed to do that because of my image and what I need at a young age. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to look back and I would continue to play football
and follow my uncle's footsteps. My uncle ended up going to the pros. They never sold drugs or anything like that, but I would have continued playing football.
So that's what you would have told little Larry?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I was told little Larry, I wouldn't. Don't smoke no weed. Don't smoke no PCP. Just hold on. Just hold on. It's gonna keep going over to 16th and D and mopping the first, second, and third floor for that $40 a week. Keep doing that. Save you some money up. Get you some turntables, because I used to like the DJ. Yeah. Get some turntables, right, and hone your skill.
Yeah, boy, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
If you could have.
Yeah.
But I feel like this. I feel like sometimes God takes us to there's a reason for the path that we're on. You know what I'm saying? If everything was straight and narrow, everything would be boring. But I feel like you go through things just so you can, teach others. Because what you're doing now is going out reaching back to, the people that you've, known, or, people that's incarcerated. So you're helping somebody with the situation that you've been through, although, it may have taken you, around the world and back. Is teaching other people not to take the path that you've taken.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So now I have a question, right? So how can people join your movement? Like, how can they join? How can they join to help out?
So they can call me. So with Hope Foundation Reentry Network, the CEO, his name is Corin Knight. And I've kind of moved from reentry coordinator to program director, where I have a lot more power, right, to involve under other individuals. I have individuals from different walks of life coming on my virtual groups, right, letting them know what they're doing, letting them know, whether you're an author, what it is you're doing in the community, or just in life, just your journey in life, and come on and kind of speak to those individuals who are on the cohort. We have workshops once a month. And that's another way. And sometimes we have opportunities for volunteer, and that's mostly as the summer season comes, right? And then we also have opportunities for the youth. You know what I'm saying? We have opportunities to come out. We do cleanup day and stuff like that. And so all the individual has to do is reach out to me. And if we don't have anything at that moment, then I will follow up with them on any events or anything that we have coming up.
Man, listen, Larry, I might have you and your group come and speak at the Independent Black Author Expo that I be throwing every year, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, you missed the one last year, man. Yeah. It was a good turnout. You see, we was on TV and everything. Yeah. I think this be good opportunity for you to talk to people and everything in there, man. For real. Okay. Yeah. So we talk about that offline though. So man. So Sherelle, you got any more questions? Because I got some questions.
No, go ahead and go at it, Darin.
Oh yeah.
Hey, before you ask my question, right? Before you ask, I just want to say this right here, right? So we were at an event. That's where I met you at. We were at an event, right? And so one of the things that I got from you was your charismatic aura, right? And so I started doing some events and stuff. And so I picked that up. Right. And that's why I say I look at people when I follow certain things. And so one of the things about you, right, people were just sitting in there. They had their product. They were just sitting with it. And he lured me just with his character. And I had to go over there and say, man, he was dancing and greeting people. And I said, man, I need to go over there. The money, and my hand just started going in my pocket. I don't know how it happened.
Pulled it at you.
Hey, listen, it's not that, right? So I be seeing vendors complaining about doing events and stuff like that. I'm like, well, you're not selling yourself. You're not selling your product and stuff like that. So I'm glad you paid attention to that, because that's why I get, like, when people be doing these events and stuff, before they even actually go like live with it, they send me a message. Hey, man, we got this event coming up. We give you first dibs and slots, blah, blah, blah. Because they like, we need your energy in the building, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, dance and shake hands. Nobody walks past my table while we speaking. Hey, how you doing? Smile. Look at this. Blah, blah, blah. Come here. Let me show you something. You ain't got to buy a book, but I got these shirts.
You gonna get something.
You gonna get something. Take a bookmark, and I'll be like, you ain't got to buy nothing, but a follow is free. You can follow me on social media.
Yeah, now that's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, man, and that's what I said, man. We should have been had you on. You know what I'm saying? But I know schedule conflicts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, man, I was like, Larry be hustling, man. I be seeing Larry in the streets, man. I be hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like hustling in a good way. Hopefully we don't get indicted after this show.
Same hustle. Hey, look, same hustle, different product.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So, Larry, I do got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
I don't know why he tilt his head like that every time he do that, but go ahead, Darin.
Okay.
That's his signature. Hey, look, that's his signature move.
Right, and I be scared. I be on pins and needles because I don't know what's coming next.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 1, Larry. I got 5 questions for you.
Okay.
5 questions. All right. Question number 1. Would you do a threesome with 2 fat bitches or one night stand with Wendy Williams?
Yeah. That's gracious.
What?
Hey, look. I think I'll take the threesome. Wendy kind of suspect. I don't know if that's a man or psych.
I don't know. You should take Wendy.
Hey, Wendy kind of suspect, man.
Hey, man, listen.
Wendy kind of suspect.
You might have to lift up some stomach, but you know it's there.
But why not listen? But why not Wendy Williams? Because once you hit her, she gonna tell everybody. They're gonna take pictures of you. You're gonna be out there. Your book's gonna be sold. Listen.
That's true, but right after that, hey, look, right after that, she might reveal that she really a man. Then I'm in trouble.
Hey, man, listen.
It don't matter, but your book's gonna be sold because they want to know what's going on.
Hey, listen, I ain't never seen no pictures of her pregnant.
Yeah. No.
Y'all know she got a son. Don't do her like that. Y'all know she got a son.
She got a son. Okay.
Yeah, she got a son.
He look like her.
But you
like his daddy. You know what? I'm done. No. You look like his dad.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh my God.
Wendell or his real dad?
Which one? All right. So you said the 2 fat bitches. Okay, that's good. They both over 300 pounds too, so you know.
God damn.
You about to sweat it out, baby. You have to sweat it out.
Hey, look, we gonna have food in the room and they're gonna stop for some snacks.
Man, listen.
Oh my God, crumbs in the bed.
Hey, man, listen, we eating pancakes off of ass.
Oh. I'm done.
I'm just saying. Okay, question number 2. Since we talked about this, right? Okay, question number 2. Because you said Wendy Williams was a dude, right? And now I know if you would do a movie, right? You would do movies like acting.
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do a sex scene with Madea?
With Madea? Or who?
With Madea.
Nah.
You know what? Madea, man. What? You let him try to set you up like that, Larry?
But listen, I'm gonna tell you something though, right? The reason I thought about it because they know how to do trick stuff where you ain't even gotta be. You know what I'm saying? They know how to trick it up, man. I'm just saying.
Tyler Perry is a walking red flag when
you talking about older like
women. No, I'm talking about Madea, like from the movie Tyler Perry.
I know who he's talking about. That's an old man.
Old dude, yeah.
Yeah, I mean she is dressed in a women's clothing, but. Yeah.
It's just like being with Wendy Williams. That's all.
That's all I was gonna say. What's the difference?
Hey man, listen. One is confirmed. The other one is a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Question number 3. So that's a no. Okay. Question number 3. Okay. If you had to, in order to live forever, like for the rest of your life, your natural life, right? But you had to do one of 2 things. Would you rather spend a night in a haunted house or a cave full of creatures?
Haunted house.
Haunted house?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I watched the movie Haunted House and them goddamn ghosts be violating, man. I'm just saying.
The mother creatures are gonna probably eat me.
I mean, you seen that movie The Descent?
Who?
The Descent with the girls.
Sleep on.
Oh man, them girls were down in that cave, man. They was down there fucking around with them damn monsters. They couldn't see nothing. Well, I was like, damn. Okay, so you said the haunted house. Okay. All right. This one is kind of serious. What do you think is worse? Bestiality or pedophilia?
Pedophilia.
Okay, good. I was about to say. That's why all them motherfuckers moving to Greece and shit now. Yeah, they trying to legalize that shit in California. You know that, right?
What? Bestiality?
No, pedophilia. They trying to
so they're trying to change the age or something? The age
they try to change the age of consent.
Okay.
Well, the age of consent should be what?
The age of consent should be fucking 18.
Well, let me ask you. No. Well, we know that, but back in the day, they were 14, 15, 16, 17, and it wasn't, illegal. I mean, hell, they were boring kids. They were actually bearing kids. So,
well, listen.
But then the age difference has to be considered too, though, right? Because 15-year-olds, then that's not, you know what I'm saying? So then there has to be a differential in the age.
Y'all saw Color Purple. I mean, damn. I mean, how y'all think Celie was?
And Mr. was an easy 60.
He was an old ass man. I mean, he wasn't 60, but could have been her daddy twice.
Yeah, I'll say, that niggas back then it was 40. They look 40. Well, it's not happening no more, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just times have changed, but yeah.
And so that's why some of these motherfucking actors and stuff moving to Greece, because that shit is legal in Greece.
Really?
Yeah, it's legal in Greece. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, it's legal. A lot of these motherfuckers they was getting caught up in that Epstein Island shit or changing their citizenship to Greece. Yeah, fun fact. See, y'all better pay attention to y'all surroundings.
What's wrong with bestiality?
Have you ever heard of Mr. Hands? You know what Mr. Hands is? Mr. Hands is the dude that was fucking the animals on his farm, and he got fucked to death by a horse.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, Mr. Hands got fucked to death by a horse.
I'm just joking, Darin. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
You know what the name of the horse was?
Mr. Ed?
No, it was they named the horse Big Dick, and they was the first time they ever went near it.
They named the horse what?
Big Dick. And that was the first time they went near it.
What?
I'm just like, and I told you I seen bestiality firsthand because I went to the donkey show in Mexico. And it was fucking horrible. It was fucking horrible. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, it sounds real bad, Darin.
It was. Okay. Next question. If you could travel back to the slave times, 1800, which one of these items would you give them to help them out? A GPS, a assault rifle, money, or future knowledge?
Damn, that's a good one. Only one?
Yeah, only one. And why?
I think I would give them future knowledge. And I think because with that knowledge, they would be able to, someone would probably be able to end it or do something to end it sooner than it happened.
Nigga, we still living in slave times now.
I mean the way that it was. Okay. We are, however, not like then. Not like then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if that shotgun, they just gonna kill a couple of people. That shit ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you wouldn't give them
no money. What they gonna do with it?
Can't spend it no damn where.
They can go. They help them make it to Canada.
Hopefully.
One person.
But give them that knowledge, they might be able to get some money.
Yeah, take them further. Right.
Really reconstruct a whole lot of things. Save some lives might be saved. Some lives could have been saved. You think about the time when it actually happened. That someone had that knowledge to do it prior to then.
I think a GPS would be more a guide for all the motherfucking runaway slaves. They got a GPS in hand that never dies, and they trying to find a way. They just following the map.
They probably had addresses back then.
Where were they going? Right. So what would you put in the GPS?
They got look at the
Third
top
ranch on the left. They right back at Massa House.
Yeah.
Ooh, he said, I got y'all ass now.
I got y'all ass now. Them motherfuckers ran in the complete circle.
My God.
Oh man. So okay, that's all the questions I got, man. Thank you, Larry, for playing the game with me.
Yeah.
And so, man, tell everybody where they can find your work and where, you know what I'm saying? Tell everybody where they can find your work, your books, you know what I'm saying, your social media, everything like that, man.
I will. And so, well, my books are on Amazon.com. And this is how the first one looked. Drama City, a Diva's Love Story. Let me come back a little bit. You got the glare on it. Drama City, a Diva's Love Story. It is on Amazon. It's also at Barnes & Nobles. They have a few different outlets where it's sold, where the merchants buy it. So if you Google my name, then all my books will come up. That's Drama City. That's the first one. Then you have Drama City Revenge, Drama City 2, which is the sequel to Drama City 1. And all these books is you can find them in the same location. And most people go to Amazon.com. They are ebook for Kindle and also paperback. Third one is Honey is Thicker Than Water. Right?
I want that one.
I'm working on a part 2 for this, right? And this is really this is a creative story. It highlights multiple personality disorder, and it also highlights HIV, right? And so I'm working on a part 2. There's a bunch of different stigmas about HIV and stuff like that. I just came up with a creative story. And Honey is the center of the story. She went through a whole lot of different trauma, a lot of questions unanswered, and I'm working on a part 2 for that.
And you know what's crazy? Did you highlight that? I just read a book about that where they were the HIV was the highlight of it, but the way the story was telling, you didn't think it was going to end that way. The book was called The Pastor Eve Portion 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I did not think it was going to end the way it did, but that was actually the highlight of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna check that one out, man, because you know what I'm saying, I like good
adventurous reads.
Love
Honey.
Yeah,
they love Honey. They mad because of the way I ended it, but it's I'm doing a part 2 though. I'm doing a part 2, and this one right here is my latest one, The Ties That Bind Us. This I love this. I was really able to just capitalize off my experience, my writing experience. The 3 books prior to this, capitalize off my writing experience. Really learn some things about writing and how it's connected to managing my feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? Some days you don't want to write, and and really taking on a lot of life's challenging, but still staying committed to this craft, right? Yeah. And so I'm also working on 2 books, Honey is Thicker Than Water 2, and my first nonfiction novel is called The War Is Over, The Sky's the Beginning. And it highlights my life, and I drop a lot of different jewels on there, just navigating through life, right? A lot of information that I teach in some of the groups that I facilitate, just highlighting just different things, motivational things. It starts off kind of talking about my life, growing up, what it was like, who I idolized, which was Michael Jackson. Back then, everybody, you wanted to learn how to be
the
like
moonwalk,
all of that, and so I really poured a lot into that. And so I'm looking at probably about 2 or 3 months, my first nonfiction should be published.
Yeah, right? Man. Stay the course, man. I try to do 1,500 words a day. Yeah. So, yeah, man, stay the course, man. That's what's up right there, man. Man, good brother Larry. Boy, it was great having you on here, man.
Yes,
tell them your social medias, man.
So Facebook, it's Larry Moon Jr., right? And everything will come up on there. And also my Instagram is Larry_Moon Jr.
Okay.
And so man. Those are the 2 platforms.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Like since this year started, we've been having some dope ass interviews, and this is a compliment to everything, man. All your achievements, everything that you're doing, the way you turn the light around, the way that you're out here in the streets, actually giving back, man. I just want to give you your kudos, man. Pat me back, man. Good job, Black man. You're doing great, Black man. Sometimes we don't give each other the flowers that we deserve. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're doing great, Black man. Keep up that good work for real.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for your rapping skills, Larry. I'm
about to do a 6-song LP. So I plan on doing The War Is Over, the book and then the documentary, and then do like an LP to go with the documentary.
That's gonna be dope.
The music and stuff you be playing with the story, just creating the story. Back then, what it was like, had some different individuals from back there, including myself, kind of talk about different areas and what it was like, and then what it's like now, right? And so just highlighting the war is over, and the war really is with self. Right, the war is really with self, just battling, different people battling with different things, just trying to navigate through life.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people always say the sky's the limit. I say the sky's the beginning.
It's the beginning, baby. I like that, man.
That's that's what's up. But now it really was a pleasure, meeting you. It's my first time, talking to you. I'm talking to Darin. He was, just pretty much telling me about you and your life and, what you got going on. And then I went on there and I was going through your stuff and I was like, he did a lot. So, yeah, kudos to you. As he said, you don't get your flowers, until you're in the grave. But telling you now that you're doing a dope, job and just keep doing it. That's what it is.
Thank you so much. And you know what, y'all? And so I think that outside of my kids, right, I think one of the things that I'm just most proud about was me being able to turn it around and my mom be alive to see it.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
She came to the depths of earth, to hell, whatever she had to do, and she would always say, "This is not my son." No matter what the predicament I'm in. My mother came. I was in trial. She was in there, and they told her to tell the truth. They said, "Look, just you can't even mess this up. Tell the truth." She lied, thinking that it was gonna make me look good, right? They said, "Was people selling drugs in the neighborhood?" She said, "Oh no." Because she thought that would incriminate
me, help you, right?
And so for her to be able to really see, and like the first 4 years, and this is, when you've affected people's lives, right? You're talking about affected and being impact in a negative way, right? 4 or 5 years, she was still skeptical. Like, I still don't believe, she would look at me strange and see if, if I done went back down that road and, check up on me. I think by about the 5th year, she kind of let her guards down. I said, okay, he really, okay. But that was the effects of trauma for all those years.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow.
Hey, man, it was good having you on, man. We definitely got to bring you back on. And then I'm going to talk to you offline about the Independent Black Author Expo, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
man.
all the friends he might know on the side of who you know.
Oh, man, yeah. I guarantee it. I'm telling you, I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But all right, Larry, until next time, brother, we about to get this show rolling.
Okay.
All right,
man. Hey, glad to have you on, man.
Hey, will y'all send me a link? How would I be able to view this? I have some people that want to view it.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. So what happens is I'm gonna put it on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube, TuneIn, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's gonna be YouTube to watch, but it's gonna be on TuneIn, Apple, and Spotify podcasts, so you can listen to it.
Okay.
It's gonna be there. Trust me. It's by Friday at 7 a.m. It's gonna be there waiting. Waiting for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, Larry.
Peace out.
Peace. Oh, Larry. That was good.
That was good.
Oh, Larry. Calling Wendy Williams a man.
I don't even know why you brought Wendy Williams up. You suck. You suck. You try to throw you're a woman and a man in there. That's crazy.
Oh man. So we moving on to a community event.
Yeah. What community events you got this time, Daya?
Okay, so this week, this Saturday in DC, they got them in Atlanta, they got them in Houston too. They got a place called The Gathering Spot. The Gathering Spot. So they be having events. It's like a social club that you pay every month to go to. You go in there, you can drink, eat, all you want, stuff like that. Right?
It costs too.
It costs. The Gathering Spot like $200-$300 a month. Maybe more.
I looked into it, Daya. I know.
Yeah, the Gathering Spot. I was like, but it's like extra for networking and meeting people and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't know if I want to pay this to go somewhere where I may only pop my head in once, pay all that money, right?
Yeah.
But this weekend they're doing the link up Professional Black History Month Social. February 23rd, 6 p.m. at the Gathering Spot in DC, right? Free to get into. So essentially, this thing is a professional social, like, network and social, whatever it may be. But
Yeah.
a lot of time when you go to these things, they trying to recruit people like, hey man, if you come on in, what I'm saying, we can give you this for this amount and all that stuff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then the people that are members, they get money off, stuff like that. But shit, if the drink's free and the food free, I'm gonna pop my head off in that
I was gonna
motherfucker.
say you probably should just go see how it is, just to
Yeah.
they're gonna try to get you.
Yeah. And then I had another event, but I looked at the date and the goddamn event is tomorrow, and this episode ain't going to air till goddamn Friday, so I had to take it off. Just goddamn stupid.
Ain't that much going on around here for us. Actually, I was looking at for an event for everyone. It's the Bob Marley movie, and I guess it's the Bob Marley, pretty much showing at all theaters except for here. It's crazy because on the weekend we only have it in Aiken, but throughout the week we have it at the Regal Cinema as well as Riverwatch. But I encourage everybody to go and get to look at the story so you can know the back, pretty much the backstory of what happened to him outside of what you've been told.
Yeah.
So that's an event for a family. For everybody, for the culture to get out there and go see the Bob Marley movie.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. I heard mixed reviews about it.
Really?
Yeah, I heard mixed reviews about it. One person said, man, it was real good. It told a story that needed to be told. The other people were like, nah, man, that shit it wasn't it. So I heard mixed reviews about it.
Maybe it's those who really knew back then what really happened feel a certain way about it. Like, nah, they ain't really telling the whole story.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
One
love. I shot the sheriff.
I wasn't really a Bob Marley fan, so I'm not too gun ho on going to see it. Like I did, I waste my money for The Color Purple.
So I'm glad you said that, right? I think they are doing a terrible job of putting these black movies out. Like for real, like they putting out movies that don't nobody want to see. Like I'm sorry. Like,
or they're putting out movies and they turn them into musicals. Like, I mean, every movie doesn't have to have a song and beat behind it.
Yeah. Like, and then everybody keeps saying that the Book of Clarence was good, but it only did it took them like I think 80 million to make the movie, and they only made like 7 million. But I don't think they did a good job of marketing that movie. And people that watched it said it was good. I haven't seen it yet, but people that watched it said it was good. The commercials don't do it any justice. So whose fault is that, right? Same thing with The Color Purple. Nobody wanted to see that. Stop trying to remake these classics. The Color Purple was good where it was at.
It was. And why, I mean, I don't understand why Oprah wants to tie, Taraji into why the numbers didn't do as well as it was supposed to. Because honestly, you messed it up, Oprah. You really messed that movie up for us. You took all the favorite sayings, like, everything that we were looking for in that movie was thrown to the wayside and replaced with a song. I don't want to hear no doggone musical.
Man, all that shit is trash. I'm not down for that. And that's why the Bob Marley movie is getting mixed reviews right now. Like it's some people like, yeah, man, it was good. Some people like, nah, dog, they could have did better. Blah blah blah. Same thing with the I mean, so it's like, man, if we're gonna be putting these movies out, that's why niggas is running to Tubi watching all the Negro movies. Because the movies, like, even though they be low budget film, whatever case maybe the stories be better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
But okay.
You're right about it. I don't like low budget though. That's the only thing about it. I can't do low budget.
I didn't make some low budget movies.
And I wouldn't be watching it. And I wouldn't be watching. I know what you're talking about. Daya, get your head up out the gutter. That's what
Okay, so those are our community events.
Yeah, thank you. My God, please.
One love.
You're crazy.
Okay, so the read of the week, I think we touched on the read of the week with all the books and everything like that. Because the book I was going to choose was the Ties That Bind Us by Larry Moon, but he went down his whole catalog of books.
He did.
So the read of the week is take y'all ass out there and get one of Larry Moon's books. Go on, get y'all one of Larry Moon's books, man. This dude is putting his ankle into these. Go get y'all one of Larry Moon's books, man.
Those books look like they should be doggone movies, though. Like the way he was describing it, it should be a movie.
Yeah. I can see it happening. I can see it happening. Yeah, I definitely can see it happening, man. Very, very creative guy. I'm telling you, first time I met him, I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then he told me how he met me. He was like, I was just out there vibing, doing my thing, shaking hands. Everybody walked by, shaking hands.
I can believe that because you're not no table left untouched.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? Blah, blah, blah. Handing out cards. Hey, a follow is free. You can follow me on social media. Blah, blah, blah. I'm interacting with. If 10,000 people come through that venue, if 10,000 people walk past my table, I'm interacting with 9,000 of them.
That's what's up. That's what's up for real.
Yeah. So So anyway, so that's my read of the week. Larry Moon's books. Go out there and get Larry Moon's books, man. Larry Moon is doing his business, right?
He definitely is. Yeah, pretty cool dude.
Yeah, Larry, man, he putting in the work, man. So with that being said, right? So we get to the dumbass of the week.
Yes, you can get into the dumb ass of the week, guys.
See, I was going to do the lady that lost her kid from Memphis. They had her 5-year-old shaving her coochie. I was going to do her. But
why you ain't going to do it? Because that was dumb.
That was pretty dumb, but I think everybody is giving her the attention that she needs. She's fucking stupid, right? So I'm not going to do her. I found the story that's better, though.
Okay.
So a lot of people out here, this is that dumbass fuck is she talking about, right? So when I say people take the internet too far, people dying, getting beat up, shot, killed, stabbed, robbed over the internet, right? The internet is going too far, right?
Right.
This is another example of it. This lady, Alaska woman, right? This is why she's getting dumb this week. Alaska woman who killed her best friend after being promised $9 million in a catfish scheme was sentenced to 99 years in prison. Hear me out. Alaska woman killed her best friend after being promised $9 million in a catfish scheme was sentenced to 99 years. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. She killed her best friend. So 24-year-old Denali Brehmer, if I'm saying it right, killed her best friend after she was catfished by a man who offered her $9 million to commit a murder. She was sentenced to 99 years in prison, right? Fucking stupid, right? The victim body was found in the Katukma River. She was shot and killed and later found with her mouth and arms bound in duct tape, right? Brehmer, this is why I say motherfuckers take the internet too fucking serious. Brehmer carried out the killing after meeting a man online who went by the name of I forgot what the dude name was. Darin. His name was Darin, or whatever the case may be. Met him, right? Online. Right? The man, however, lied to her. He lied to her, pretending to be a millionaire from Kansas. And offered her, Denali Brehmer, $9 million to record the killing of a person in Alaska. Right? Offered her $9 million, claimed to be a millionaire from Alaska. This is when niggas play too much. This is why niggas is dying. They play too much on the internet, right? Mm-hmm. Offered her $9 million to record the killing of a person in Alaska, but he was actually a 21-year-old Indiana man, right? Named Darin Schilmiller. His name is a 21-year-old Indiana man named Darin Schilmiller. So the chick Denali Brehmer allegedly recruited 4 of her friends, including Caden, McIntosh, and Caden, and 2 juveniles to help her carry out Hoffman's murder, right? Mm-hmm. So they lured her best friend. Her name is cut off, but they lured her, Hoffman, into the woods, thinking that she was meeting up for a hiking trip, right? Mm-hmm. Lured her to Thunderball Falls Trail, where she was killed at. Brehmer took photos and video footage of the killing and sent to Schilmiller. After the fact, he told her that it was a fucking joke and he hoped she really didn't kill the girl. That's why she's getting dumbass. She went out there and killed her best friend for $9 million with 2 people she didn't know, 2 juveniles she didn't know, and 4 other friends. All because a dude that was 21 years old in Indiana lied about being a millionaire and about the shit that he got, and then he would pay her $9 million, right? So the dude that lied to her, not only did she get 99 years, Denali Brehmer, right? She's sharing this dumbass fuck is he talking about with Darin Schilmiller, because he got 99 years in prison too for his role in the killing, right? And this is why these 2 motherfuckers playing on the internet, trusting niggas on the internet, playing. She killed her friend, and he lied about who he was, and both of them wind up getting 99 years in prison. And that's why these stupid motherfuckers are getting dumbass of the week. Fuck is they talk about?
So they pretty much got life.
99 years, they ain't never coming home. You get 99 years in Alaska, they don't do none of that. You stay, you're not coming home.
Yeah, that's a life sentence.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck
them.
Damn. They want to play on the internet. He wanted to lie. She wanted to actually go commit murder. She could have killed anybody. She could have all them fucking bums in Alaska. She chose to kill her fucking friend.
That is crazy.
Yeah, fucking dummy.
Well, she already wanted her dead. She probably had some kind of animosity towards her.
Killed her. Sent the pictures and everything. And he was like, "Oh, psych. I hope this is not real." Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's dumb.
And these 2, I hope they make them. Well, that's a girl and a dude, so they're not about to be cellmates. But I hope they find we're in the same prison where, you know what I'm saying, big Bubba and them are gonna be waiting. Bubba and Leslie about to be in there waiting on them.
You do dumb things, you get dumb results. So
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Bubba about to be, and the picture of this dude is small, so he about to be getting drug in there. And the motherfuckers gonna be selling him for cigarettes, man. It is what it is. And that's my dumb ass. Those are my dumb asses of the week. Fuckers they talk about. They're fucking stupid, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So
travel tips?
We're about to do the travel. So as far as travel tips, now I was looking on here. I just really didn't have a lot. I had it was just talking about traveling and what to do. And one of the things that we always talk about is making sure you have everything before you go. So do things in advance, make sure you check all of the blocks before you, what you keep doing that for, nut? Do everything in advance, as far as making sure that you got if you're going out of town, you got your passport. If you're going out of the country, you got your passport, you have your driver's license, your cash on you, only carry a certain amount of money, have your credit cards, have things, and I also personally would think that, when you're traveling, you would have those safety things for your cards.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. If anybody know what you're talking about, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm talking about the ones that keep people from, pinging your card and getting all of your information.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what they call it.
Me neither.
Yeah, but yeah, just do things in advance. So that's a travel tip for me.
Oh. Well, look at that.
It wasn't much.
It wasn't much, but it was good enough though. Be prepared with y'all funk ass. So listen. This week was another great, phenomenal show. Larry came in here and tore it down, man.
He came in rapping.
Larry came in and tore it down, man. I'm glad that he came on here and he got a chance to talk with us and chill.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. So look, tell everybody where they can find you at.
Well, just find me in the streets. It's going down.
It's going down.
Nah, meet me in the trap.
Going
But
down.
no, so you can find me on Facebook. I'm Sherelle Miss Vet. That's MSVETTE Davis, MS, or you can reach me on that's Facebook. It's TikTok, which is Miss Sherelle. Well, Sherelle Davis. LinkedIn, Sherelle Davis. Everything is Sherelle Davis, with the exception of Facebook, and that's what my middle name is, Miss Vet.
Miss Vet. Miss Vet. Miss Vet. And y'all know where y'all to find me at, because I'm gonna post it in the comments anyway, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post it where we at and all that stuff, because it's going down.
It's going down.
It's going down. So, man, listen, this was another great week of the show. I think it's time to close it out.
Yes.
Hey, man. See y'all next time. See y'all next week. We got another great guest coming on next week. And peace.
Peace out.